evening and welcome back to Twin States News. I'm Nicole Menner. Mia Davidson has earned her third SEC Freshman of the Week award after another outstanding week on the diamond. But if the Dogs can do any true damage in the conference, she'll need some help from her teammates. Davidson cracked her 15th home run of the season and drove in 2 runs in MSU's game at Ole Miss, but it wasn't enough as they fell to the Rebels with a final score of 7-6. Davidson is batting .435 this season, but no other Bulldog has hit over .335. Davidson's 15 long balls are more than double than any of her teammates. MSU is now 6-9 on the year in SEC play. Meanwhile, it was a must-win game for Ole Miss, who had lost 4 of their last 5 SEC games. Elantra Cox was 2 for 4 and drove in a pair in the Rebels' win. Mississippi State's men's track and field program retained their number 9 ranking for the 3rd straight week. The Dogs have now been ranked inside the top 10 for 3 straight weeks for just the 4th time in the last 10 years. MSU is coming off a weekend at the Tennessee Relays that saw the Dogs win in 4 individual events in both the men's and women's 4x400 meter relays. The Dogs have a weekend off before heading to the Penn Relays in Philadelphia on April 26th. All right, they battled cold temps and gusty winds, but the Ole Miss men's golf team grinded through 36 holes on Monday to grab a 5-shot lead at the Old Waverly Collegiate Championship in West Point, Mississippi. Braden Thornberry fired a 6-under to pace the field on the individual leaderboard. The 34th-ranked Rebels posted the best scores in each of the first 2 rounds, and today, Thornberry held a commanding 6-stroke lead earlier this afternoon to capture the championship. He recorded 7 birdies throughout his final round, finishing at 12 under for the tournament and a 5-shot victory. The New Orleans Pelicans currently have the upper hand in their first-round series with the Portland Trail Blazers after a Game 1 win on Saturday night. But the Pels know they have a battle ahead of them, especially as the Trail Blazers were the favorites to win this series.
Well, we understand that. I mean, really, guys, we hadn't accomplished anything. We won 1 game in a series where you got to win 4. So, I mean, somewhere along the line, we still got 3 more games that we have to win against a team that's, that's a really good basketball team.
We want to come in and be greedy. We know they're going to come out guns blazing, trying to win 1 at home, but we want to be greedy. So we're focused, we're locked in, make some adjustments, and ready to go out tomorrow night.
Game 2 of the series tips off shortly on TNT. The Atlanta Braves currently hold all of baseball's top prospect, Ronald Acuna. This past weekend was the earliest that the Braves could call him up to the big leagues, which gave the franchise another year of control over his contract. But after he's gotten off to a slow start this season, he's still sitting in Triple-A. Acuna had an impressive spring training, but starting out the season, he's gone 5 for 33. That's a .152 batting average with 12 strikeouts through 8 games. Manager Brian Snitker has said that he thinks Acuna is trying a little bit too hard and just needs to work his way through the early slump before moving up. And someone who isn't in a slump, Aaron Judge, blasted his 4th home run of the season last night, but this one had a lot more weight to it than just being a home run because it was Judge's 60th career home run in just 197 games, making him the fastest player ever to reach that mark. The previous record held by the great Mark McGwire, who took 202 games to hit 60 home runs, and that was back in 1987-88, so it's been a while.
That's when they had the Bash Brothers. Yeah, so
well, Judge's
got quite the swing.
Quite the swing, quite the power behind him. Thanks. Impressive
Good to
see.
see.